Hi, best friends. Hello. I can't lie, I've already filmed this intro twice now. I already have, because we are having some headphone dilemmas, some headphone issues in the back, and so we've been trying to figure those out while I drive, and I can't like film, drive, and work on headphone issues at the same time. So this is the third and final time that I will be recording this. I've missed you guys so much. It's not even, it's unreal. It's unfathomable how much I've missed you guys and missed talking and connecting with you, missed having that outlet, that friendship. Like, truly, I've missed it so much. Please don't break my case, okay? Rose, don't break it, okay? Okay.
I'm not breaking it. I'm just taking the top off.
Yep, please don't do that, okay? Anyway, that's real life. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to, like, scare anybody, but she's got her headphones in so she couldn't hear me, so I had to, like, yell a little bit. But anyway, I filmed a couple of vlogs for you on my way up north, but the internet up there said nor. It said nor. We're not uploading those, so this might be the first video that you see of me back, or I might be able to upload those other two when I get home, and you'll see those first, and then this one, I don't know. But either way, I'm back, bestie. Here we are. Signed, sealed, delivered, baby. I'm yours. I'm ready to go. Yeah. Okay, so gather my thoughts. Stop with the ums. Stop with the likes. Focus. I'm just kidding. So I am in a little bit of a chatty mood, a little bit of a chit-chatty mood, ready to catch up, ready to talk with you. We did Up North at the Cabin with the fam this year. We did CJ's fam. Oh dear. My eyes are up here. Oh, hey, my eyes are up here. We did the 4th with CJ's family and my family, which was really fun. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, it wasn't crazy. It was pretty low key. I mean, CJ got a little crazy. I'm not gonna lie. He got a little crazy, but everybody else was pretty, like, you know, chill. I was pretty chill, all things considered. And yeah, not much to report. When I get home, I have some orders to pack up and send out, which I'm super grateful for, super excited about. It was just a nice surprise. Every time I'm like up north or on vacation and I get an order, I'm like, oh my God, making money on vacation. You know, it's like, it's fun and exciting. So yeah, I have to pack those up when I get home. And then we are getting ready for a couple of big things. This week will be a candle week. I need to make candles like crazy because I have my first show back. It's a festival. It's a big festival. Thankfully, it's only one day, but it is a festival. Nonetheless, it's a big thing. And so I'll need to be prepared and have a bunch of candles. And right now I'm sold out of a bunch of them that I need. And so I need to get my butt to work in the kitchen making some candles this week. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous to be back. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be crazy, it's gonna be exciting, but man, am I a little bit nervous, just because it's my first show since December. Like, that's crazy. That's 7 months. It's a long time. So 7 months back into it. But the problem is too, I'm not getting back into it as in like, oh, this is my first show and then I'll have another one next weekend and the next weekend. Like, I'm not gonna have another show until like August or September or October. Like, it's gonna be a few months in between this show and my next show, so I'm gonna have to go through this like anxiety getting back into it feeling all over again in just a couple of months. So yeah, I'm just a little nervous, but it's exciting. It's just like, and it's a one-day show, so it's a one-shot event. I have to kill it that day. I can't just like screw up and like be slow and not do very well in sales and then be like, oh, I'll just come back tomorrow, like get back on the horse and like get all the kinks worked out the first day and then come back and it'll be great on the busier day. Like, it's just one day. So yeah, but it'll be good. It'll be nice to get back into it. Depending on the weather, I'll have to like keep an eye on it. I'll have to keep an eye on the weather, because it will, if it's too hot, I'm going to have to experiment with some interesting tactics, some interesting techniques. Like, I have a big cooler. I bought a huge cooler from Costco, and I'm going to put all of my wax melts in there and stick them under the table so that they don't melt. And then I'm going to, if it's like really, really hot, I'm just going to put one candle in each scent on the table, and that'll be like the smelling candle, so people can pick it up, they can smell it, they can decide if they like it or whatever. And then I'll keep all of the candles underneath the table. I'll have to find some way to organize them. And yeah,
I want water.
okay, I'll have to find some way to organize them in their boxes and stuff, whether it's alphabetical or I don't even know. Like, we'll just have to figure out a way. But yeah, so, because I don't want all the candles to be sitting on the table getting all sweaty and melted and like ruining my dust covers and stuff. I don't want that at all. So another thing that I could do is just remove the dust covers completely and just sell the candle with no dust cover, because the problem is my candles sweat in the heat and all of the fragrance oil will like rise to the top. It doesn't ruin the candle or anything by any means, it just gets sweaty. And so, and if it's like really, really hot, then the top layer of my candle will start to melt, and that's even worse. So basically, what I will have to end up doing is, yeah, just having the smelling candle on top, and if that one gets ruined, who cares? Or taking the dust covers off completely, which are just like the little paper pieces that go on top.
Mama, the puppy is going to dress itself.
So silly.
The puppy is going to dress itself, and we're doing Zuma, and then we're going to do all the other pups.
All right. So yeah, I don't know. It'll just be a lot to get into and a lot to think about, because it will be July in Minnesota, so it will be very, very hot. Just hoping not too hot. And I suppose too, we'd rather have it be hot and sticky rather than like pouring rain. So hopefully, again, eyes are up here, bestie. Are you trying to get sassy with me? Come on now, getting sassy with me. So yeah, that's something that I am thinking about lately. And then what else? I'm also planning on going to Texas this month. So excited about that. I mentioned it in my previous vlogs, but I don't know if I'm putting those up, so I'll just briefly talk about it here. So I'm going down to Texas for a work trip, and I'm going to meet up with some friends who are also in the ASMR community, and hopefully be able to film with them, and that'll be like super cool and great. I really hope we can anyway, because in-person ASMR is just like awesome and so much fun to watch, especially when it's like two of your favorite creators or whatever. Really exciting stuff. So I'm going down to Texas, and I'm just gonna dink, 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 dink all my whole way down to Texas and meet some of my online friends. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Are you so excited?
I'm so excited because we're going to Texas, girl.
Mama?
Yeah.
When are we going to go to like a merry-go-round?
A merry-go-round?
Yeah, I want to go on the merry-go-round.
I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, so I'm also planning that. Texas will be right after that show, that festival that I'm doing. I don't know why my thing is so loose. Like normally it stays in place, but it's like falling down a lot. Don't know what that's about. Very interesting. Yeah, okay, so gotta plan Texas. We're trying to figure out right now if we're gonna do Airbnbs and just drive down there, or if we're going to drive down there with the camper and stay in the camper. So the thing is that we're thinking, okay, that's really funkadelic. I don't know why that's happening. Let me try to tighten it here. There we go. So the thing is that no matter what, at some point, especially like for the first part of the Texas trip, like once we get to a certain part, I definitely want to get an Airbnb just for content purposes, for me to film in. If I meet up with somebody and they want to film with me, to like have a place for us to film. And also I'm meeting up with a friend and her husband, so like if we want to like all stay in the Airbnb or whatever, like I need to have like a place for them to stay, right? And so for sure we're getting an Airbnb when we're in this one city, but for the rest of it, it's like, okay, we're either going to spend an extra $1,000 on Airbnbs, or we could just bring the camper and spend like $300. So what we'll end up doing is bringing the camper and getting an Airbnb for like 3 nights, for like 3 of the nights, and just like keeping the camper either at a campground or like parked in the street or parked in the driveway or whatever, and doing it that way, and then just the rest of the time being in the camper. So yeah, because we got a camper for that reason, so that we could have more freedom when we travel and not be tied down to Airbnbs, not be tied down to hotels or what's pet friendly and what's not. But you guys, I got the cutest Airbnb in Texas, and it is 90s themed. It's 90s themed, and like it's all like, it's like stepping into a 90s sitcom. It's so fabulous. So no matter what, we're staying there for a couple nights. But other than that, I don't think we will stay in other Airbnbs, just because it'll be so much, like drastically cheaper. We'll probably save a little over $1,000 if we don't do Airbnbs. But yeah, because then the other thing with Airbnb is when we travel with my dog, which we are obviously bringing her, we have to make sure that it's pet friendly, for a dog her size, because some of them are like, oh yeah, you're more than welcome to bring a dog as long as it's under 25 pounds. And it's like, what dog is under 25 pounds? So, oh shit.
What?
Oh, nothing. There was just a vehicle pulled over, a semi truck, but it's okay. Yeah, so we have to make sure of that. And then I also prefer if the backyard is fully fenced in, so that we can just let her out. She can go potty, we can play back there, and she can just run around. We don't have to worry about like bringing her out on a leash every single time we have to bring her to the bathroom and all of those things. So there's just a lot to consider with traveling that way versus just in the camper. We can just be in the camper, you know, and get some good campsites and see more of the state and be able to have the freedom of like, hey, let's stop tonight, instead of being like, you know, one sec, excuse me, having to be a certain place at a certain time and leave at a certain time.
Excuse me, what did you do?
I burped.
Oh.
Yeah, no big deal. But yeah, Rosie had so much fun this weekend, and she just, yeah, had a blast. Today she was playing for like over an hour with the neighbors' kids, and it just, yeah, she had just such a great time. And having 5 of her grandparents there was really cool too, because it was my mom, my dad, CJ's mom, CJ's dad, and my grandma. And so having all of those grandparents there at the exact same time was just so cool. And she doesn't even realize how special it is, but like growing up, she'll realize like how cool that experience was, and like the pictures that we got of all of them together and stuff is just so special. So yeah, but we are on our way home to our messy house, and I have to clean it.
And Mama doesn't want to get up. Just clean it by herself, so I'm going to clean it too. She's going to give me chores.
Yep, I'm going to give Rosie some chores, because I said, oh, I don't want to have to clean this house all by myself. It's so messy. And she said, Mama, don't say that. You don't have to do it by yourself. I'll help you. You give me some chores. So I'm going to give her some chores, and she'll help me clean the house. just trying to think too of age appropriate chores for her to do when we get home, like just things that she can do that are not so chemically and stuff. And we don't have like, yeah, there are a few things that I'm thinking that she can help me with, but yeah. Anyway, how are you guys doing? How was your 4th of July? What's going on? What's the tea? The one night of fireworks that we did, we had 2 nights of fireworks. One night we went on the boat to watch fireworks on the water. We always get pizza. I make my own pizza because I'm vegan, but they get pizza. And then we go on the boat and we watch fireworks on the lake. And that's always a lot of fun. But then the other night they had fireworks. They had a ton of big ones. It was my dad and his brother, and they collaborated to have tons of huge fireworks and big boomers and such. And I didn't watch any of those because Passport was having a little bit of a freak out, a little bit of a panic. And I've seen on Facebook too many times this year specifically of dogs running away when the fireworks go off and getting lost. And I was like, nope, not gonna happen to me. So I just put Passport in the camper and she and I snuggled. I actually was messaging with another ASM artist that night during the fireworks because she's going through a rough time. And so I was messaging with her and just a little bit, and I was actually ordering her a little gift as like a cheer up little gift. So that was how I spent the fireworks, and everyone was like, whoa, do you remember that one firework? Did you hear that one? And I was like, no, I was busy doing other more important things, like snuggling my dog and getting a little gift for a friend. It's nothing big, it's just a little gift just to say that I'm thinking of her. And yeah, it's just hard. Like, there are so many things that happen at this age for people like in their mid-20s or late 20s or early 20s. Just your 20s in general are just so hard, with like losing pets and maybe losing friends and parents, and it's hard. Like, we're at that age now where things like that just start happening, and maybe pets that we've had since we were kids are passing away, or pets that we got as adults when we were like 18 or whatever and we got our first pet. Those pets are getting older and passing away, and so it's just like, I can't imagine. And as I'm sitting there, this one in particular was her pet passed away. And so I'm sitting there in my camper with my dog, and she's shivering and pushing her body against mine. And I was just like, yeah, I can't imagine losing her. I just can't. And so I was really moved in that moment to just do something to be like, hey, it's going to be okay, because, oh my God, I just can't imagine. And then one of my ex-coworkers, her pet actually ran away during the fireworks, and there have been sightings after sightings of him in different neighborhoods, and he comes out at night, and he has been seen on cameras and spotted like legitimate sightings on video, like on Ring doorbells and stuff. So we know that this pet is alive, but he has been missing for like 5 days, and fireworks have just been going on for like 5 days because of the 4th of July, and the fireworks are what scared him off in the first place. And so she's been out every single night looking with like infrared goggles and night vision goggles and infrared lighted things. I don't know, trying to find him in the dark. And it breaks my heart. I just can't imagine. So I hope that you're all doing well and staying safe, and that now that the 4th of July is over, if anybody is triggered by anything 4th of July related, which I totally understand and sympathize with, then I'm glad that it's over for all of us, and we can just start getting excited for Christmas, which is what life is really all about anyway. I'm so excited for Christmas. I'm excited for Halloween because it's closer to Christmas, and then I'm excited for Christmas. But Anyway, I'm ready to get home. That's for sure. I'm ready to get home, clean the house, and
Mommy, I didn't know that you had a bottom under that said you can pick up this.
yeah.
I thought it was this one.
Yeah. But anyway, I love you guys. I'm going to cut this video here. I can tell my phone is starting to get a little bit glitchy, so I'm going to cut this video here, talk with Rosie for a bit, and maybe try to get back on and chat with you a little bit later once my phone cools down. But anyway, I love you. Thank you for watching. I'm excited to be back talking to you guys every single day, and I'll talk to you again very, very soon. Bye.